In this episode, we went to Illinois to pick up a '63 Corvair that we were interested in. It's a project that me and my sister are going to work on, and if all things go well, it will eventually become my first hot rod car.
We'll straighten it up.
Just come through,
pull it through, make a loop,
and
then pull the coil through the loop.
Along the way, we talked to the nice man selling the car to us, and he agreed to let us see his '65 Chevy van and tell us his ideas for it. Hello, welcome back to Dry Bones Garage. I'm Amanda, and
Michael Borden.
we're gonna interview him and ask him about his vehicle. So, how did you get it?
I was just looking online. I've been looking for one for quite a while. I ran across this in a deal, and I did some swapping for it. I didn't know if it ran when I got it. I got it home. I got it to fire up. This is where it landed. It runs and drives. So I'm gonna finish it up. My initial plans were, like I just said, I was gonna make it a Scooby-Hoo instead of the Mystery Machine. It was gonna look just like the Mystery Machine, but I was just gonna change the appearance on the color and name it Scooby-Hoo. I just think it's something neat, and being four-wheel drive.
Have you ever run into any hiccups?
Well, just a few on some places that need repaired, like on the roof line in the back, on the drip edge, had some rust that had to be cut out and all new metal put in to stop it from leaking. I have had it for probably about a month, 2 months now, and when I initially got it, it did not run, and I made sure that the motor ran in it. If you want to see the picture of the motor, it's got the 327 in it.
Oh, you put that in, right?
No, it was already in. All the doors shut on it pretty good.
How long do you expect it'll be before you have it on the road?
Well, I've already had it on the road. I drove it up and down the road out here. Once I got it running and got the transfer case lined out on the transmission mount. The mount was broke on it. And I lined everything up to where it would shift smoothly. And I got it all done. And I took it out on the road and I ran it up and down the road to make sure that it was going to shift like it's supposed to be. And ran and didn't have no brakes on it. Got the brakes fixed. That's just a matter of replacing the rubber lines on it. Whoever initially started this project did a pretty good job as far as suspension wise, because it was sitting in stock location. None of the mounts underneath the body or anything had to be moved. It's all in complete stock location.
Yes.
Just with a four-wheel drive setup up underneath it.
And you had mentioned that the 3-speed on the column.
Yeah, the 3-speed on the column, that's in stock location too, so it shifts on the column just like it normally would with a regular 65 when it first come out. All the lights work on it. It's been rewired. I did a fairly decent job on the wiring, but I'm going to button it up some more. All the lights work on it. All the windows roll up and down. All the glass is good in it. I'm going to tongue and groove. I'll open up the back doors here. And in the back here, if you want to shine up in here, somebody put a vent in, which I'm going to put a new vent in it. And then I'm going to tongue and groove the whole back of this with wood grain. It's not going to be perfect. But you know, it's just going to be a neat little toy.
If you enjoy it.
I can get it as close as possible, but I'm going to get it to where I can drive it up and down the road. It's being four-wheel drive, so it snows a little bit here and there.
Right.
And I'm going to pull my trailer behind it with my tractor, and so I can go out and clean driveways. It'll be something for everybody to look at when I come by.
So you're actually planning on running this in the winter?
I'm going to try to, but I don't think I'm going to have it done by then. I just come out here and fart around with it a few hours here and there every day. Just my winter project. I'm planning on painting it lime green. When I first got it, hauling it home, I had a bunch of people that stopped, and I had a flat tire on my trailer when I picked it up. And I only made it about a mile down the road from where I picked it up at, and had a flat tire on my trailer, and I didn't have a spare tire with me, so I had to wait about 3 hours for somebody to bring me a tire. And I had several people pull up, and they was like, man, that's neat. That is neat. It's unique. And a lot of people like it. And I brought it home, and it's sitting out. And I had so many people stop and ask me if I want to get rid of it. My neighbors have come by and asked me if I want to sell it right now. But at this time, I really don't want to sell it. I want to try to do what I anticipated on doing in the beginning. And it's not going to be perfect, but it'll look pretty sharp when I'm done with it. Having that big old V8 inside it. At 327.
On that
That's
stubby
what I-
wheelbase, that's gonna be a rip.
That's what I initially planned on doing to begin with, if I ever got one, was drop a V8 in it. Well, this one already had the V8 in it. All suspension up underneath it, so I kind of finished it up where I can drive it up and down the road. Didn't have no seats in it either when I got it. I got a set of seats for it. I just used the cushion when I sat in there, sat on the wheel well. Make sure it drove up and down the road.
Factory or something updated?
Factory on.
The seats?
I got factory seats for it. I did find a couple more vans just like this, and I took some parts out of some other vans. I needed the seats. I found the seats, so I took the seats out and some emblems and stuff like that.
Better take some hunting and poking.
And I actually bought 2 more of these vans a couple miles down the road from where I live right now, where this is sitting, and got what I needed. And somebody else needed a couple of them vans. They wanted to do kind of the same thing that I'm doing, so I sold them and helped them out. Got a tow hitch on it, gas tank and everything's all in stock location. All the leaf springs sit right in stock location. I mean, they just bolt right up underneath it. Didn't have to change anything. It's got a 91-inch wheelbase from center to center. I would fire it up if I hadn't pulled the points distributor and stuff out of it, because I'm going to change it to HEI. HEI distributor right here. And I'm going to put in it, take the points out, and put HEI in.
MSD?
Huh? No, that's not. Just regular old HEI. No, that's just a cheap distributor. You get the whole distributor, cap, rotor, coil, everything in there. I think I give $65 for it, plug wires and all. You cannot piece them out for that price.
No.
Because the coil alone on top is like $60. I got that complete distributor and everything for $65. Brand. I had bought one prior for a race car too. That's why I ended up buying another one and decided to change this one over to an HEI. It's a lot of sanding gonna go on. I'm gonna take her down to the bare metal and see if we can get it back to almost stock body on it. Try to keep any bondo out of it that I can. Might be a little bit here and there, but just, you know, pick cover up. Skin coat. Yep. But nothing major where it's got big dents and where everybody piles a lot of that stuff in there and then you start cracking. I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. So I'd rather just cut the metal out, put new metal, weld new metal in it, and be done with it. It'll be neat when it's done.
You have to send us pictures.
I will send pictures for sure.
That would be awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Expect it'll be before you have it on the road.
Well, I've already had it on the road. I'm going to down the road.